Can the Memphis Grizzlies rise to the top of the Western Conference with Ja Morant leading the way? Are they just a one-man show, or is there more to this team than meets the eye? Will Ja's return transform them into serious contenders, or are there too many hurdles in their way? Buckle up, because today's video is diving deep into the future of the Grizzlies and what it means for them to have their star point guard back. Let's get this straight. Ja Morant is an absolute game changer. The guy's electric, fearless, and has a highlight reel that makes you say, wow, every time he steps on the court. Whether it's those jaw-dropping dunks, insane crossovers, or his clutch plays in crunch time, Ja's at the heart and soul of the Memphis Grizzlies. Last season, Morant averaged 26.2 points, 8.1 assists, and 5.9 rebounds per game. But it's not just about the stats. Ja has that it factor, the kind of star power that not only elevates his own game, but also makes everyone around him better. With him on the court, the Grizzlies' offense goes from decent to downright lethal. They averaged 112.7 points per game with him and had a field goal percentage of 46.5%. But without Ja, the Grizzlies managed to score an average of 115.2 points per game in his absence, but had an inconsistent record of 11 wins and 10 losses. They struggled to maintain consistent performance and often faltered against tougher opponents. Before we jump into Ja's impact, we need to look at how the Grizzlies have fared without him. During his absence, we've seen flashes of brilliance from guys like Jaren Jackson Jr. The Grizzlies have managed to stay competitive, but they've struggled to find consistency. One night they're blowing out a top team, and the next they're losing to a bottom feeder. Talk about a roller coaster ride. Jaren Jackson Jr. has stepped up big time, showing why he's one of the best two-way players in the league. His defensive presence is a nightmare for opponents, and his ability to stretch the floor makes him a versatile weapon. Desmond Bane, on the other hand, has been lights out from beyond the arc, providing that much-needed shooting threat. But here's the problem. Without Ja's playmaking, the offense often stagnates. They lack that dynamic point guard who can break down defenses, create opportunities, and take over games when it matters most. They've shown they can compete, but competing and contending are two very different things. Now let's get to the big question. Can the Grizzlies become a top team in the West with Ja Morant back on the court? The short answer is yes, but it's not going to be easy. With Ja leading the charge, the Grizzlies have one of the most explosive offenses in the league. His ability to penetrate defenses, draw fouls, and dish out assists makes everyone around him better. Jaren Jackson Jr. gets more open looks, Desmond Bane has more space to shoot. The Grizzlies also thrive on defense. They're gritty, they're tough, and they don't back down from anyone. Adding Ja back into the mix gives them that added boost of confidence and swagger. He's the type of player who can shift the momentum of a game with a single play, whether it's a posturing dunk or a game-winning three. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. There's still some challenges they need to overcome. For one, Ja's health and availability are crucial. We've seen how injuries and off-court issues can derail a player's momentum. If Ja can stay healthy and focused, the sky's the limit for this team. But that's a big if. The Western Conference is stacked, folks. We're talking about teams like the Warriors, Suns, Nuggets, and Lakers, all of whom are loaded with talent and experience. To become a top team in this environment, the Grizzlies need more than just a healthy Ja Morant. They need everyone to step up and play their roles to perfection. Ja Morant's speed and penetration can challenge the Warriors' defense, which often struggles against fast point guards. However, the Grizzlies need to be more consistent to compete with the Warriors, as they've often fallen short in close games against them. Against the Nuggets, the Grizzlies' defense must be on point to stop Jokic and Murray. With Ja Morant on the floor, they could push the pace and force Denver into quick rotations, exploiting gaps in their defense. The Suns boast offensive firepower with Durant and Booker, but the Grizzlies could counter with their aggressive defense and Ja Morant's speed. For the Grizzlies to become a true powerhouse in the West, a few things need to fall into place. First and foremost, Ja Morant needs to stay on the court and out of trouble. His leadership, both on and off the court, will be key to setting the tone for this young team. To enhance his effectiveness, Ja needs to improve his three-point shooting. Last season, he shot just 30%, which makes it easier for defenders to guard him from the perimeter and block his drives. Increasing his three-point presence would stretch the defense and open up more driving lanes. After his suspension, Ja needs to prove that he can be a leader both on and off the court. His maturity will be crucial in guiding the team and providing stability. The Grizzlies need a leader who can set an example through performance and character. So, can the Memphis Grizzlies become a top team in the Western Conference with Ja Morant back? Absolutely! They've got the talent, the grit, and the star power to make it happen. But it's going to take more than just Ja's return. It's about staying healthy, building chemistry, and competing at the highest level night in and night out. What do you guys think? Will Ja Morant lead the Grizzlies to the top of the West? Or are there too many obstacles in their way? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button for more awesome NBA content. Until next time, peace.